Hi guys, it's Warfare27 here again. It's been a few weeks since I did a last video vlog update thing. I haven't really done much over that period of time. Probably wondering why I'm wearing pink specs. This is kind of an introduction to why I'm kind of doing this video. These are passive 3D glasses. And behind me here on my right is my new LG 32-inch LED 3D TV, which uses passive 3D technology. I'll take these off because I look a bit cool but stupid, so you can see me properly when I talk. Obviously these are pink ones, but the TV came with 5 pairs of these. Basically these are kind of glasses that you'd get in the cinema if you went to see a 3D movie. Out of the two options, there's two in terms of 3D TVs. You've got passive 3D and you've got active shutter 3D, which is a lot more expensive, but usually produces a better 3D picture. What I have here in the background is the LG model, the 32LW450U make, and it's got the Edge LED backlit technology as well as 400 megahertz processing when it comes to sort of fast motion video footage. I've had it for a couple of weeks now, or a week and a half, 2 weeks, and really liking it. At the moment you can see I'm watching SpongeBob, but that's just a normal picture. I've got a PS3, so I've got the compatible sort of computer games and Blu-rays that I can watch on there through that using 3D mode, and it does work very well. I've tried a few games on it that I've had on the PS3 to try through. I've still got a couple more to kind of give it a shot to see what it's like. So far I've played MotorStorm Apocalypse, MotorStorm Pacific Rift, which is a downloadable title on the PSN store. It isn't the full game, but it kind of gives you sort of the tracks and like sort of career mode to play through, which is okay. They work. They're excellent on 3D. I found the games to be a lot more kind of better at 3D effects than the films have. I don't know, maybe how I've got the settings tuned up on it. With 3D footage, you do need a better HDMI lead. You need one that's 1.4 or above. I don't know if that means anything, but that's what I read up on. You need a high-speed Ethernet HDMI cable, which you can get quite cheap. I got a gold-plated one, which cost me about £15 for a 0.75 length lead. But you need that for the footage. But it's improved my picture quality a lot better as well. I had a full HD 32-inch Toshiba TV before this one. I thought the picture quality was good on that one, and this is a lot better with it being LED as well. The screen's about that thick, if even that, but it's quite heavy. But it's very sharp, vivid, bright colours, very detailed, and with it being LED again, there's a wider viewing angle to watching films and playing games. Unless you're kind of standing above the set, then it kind of looks a bit dark. But I've got a good use out of it so far. A couple of games that I've played on it. Again, I've mentioned MotorStorm, those two there, and I also got Tintin. This is a promo copy that a friend of mine got, and nicely donated it to me because he couldn't play it because I haven't got a PS3. But this works really well in 3D. It follows the plot of the movie. It's kind of a platforming action game, and the 3D works really well in the platforming sections because it adds a lot of depth to because it turns like side-scrolling in terms of the platforming, and it adds a lot more depth and detail to it, and you can kind of it just makes it a lot more fun and eye-popping to play. The only downside is the cutscenes in this aren't in 3D. I would have liked to have seen the cutscenes in 3D as well. But I'm enjoying this game. It's a good little movie tie-in game. I played quite a bit through this one, so I'm going to play through it more. Still have to try Uncharted 3. That's got 3D mode on it as well, which I haven't actually tried. And also House of the Dead Overkill, which I tried in the standard 3D, which uses the magenta and cyan glasses. But I'm looking forward to trying it in proper 3D because I did enjoy the bog standard 3D mode on it as well. The thing with this TV as well, it does have a similar feature to the way the 3DS has its 3D. You still need to wear the glasses, but you can convert ordinary channels like this one into 3D. I couldn't show you it because obviously you won't be able to see it properly on my webcam. But basically you've got a slider from 0 to 20 and you can adjust the 3D accordingly. I tried it on Black Ops on the Xbox. It's a bit different to this normal 3D. Picture quality is a little bit fuzzier, but you can tweak the settings to kind of balance it out. It takes a little bit more getting used to. I haven't found I'm getting any headaches with the passive 3D at the moment because there's less strain on the eyes because all the technology is in the TV itself. The glasses basically just help to convert the images. Because what passive 3D does is send one image to your left eye and one image to your right eye, and the glasses basically rectify that. Active shutter, however, most of the technology is in the glasses, and as the name suggests, it basically shuts off one eye from the other whenever the image is sent to the corresponding eye, which can cause quite a lot of eye strain. And plus, the glasses themselves are expensive. You have to have them specific to the TV brand, and also they use batteries, so they're quite heavy, very expensive to produce. Hence the reason, I got 5 of these with a TV. They only cost a couple of pounds to make. If you wanted to kit out your family, I've got 5 other people in my house. You're looking at, especially for the LG making of 3D glasses, they can cost £100 upwards for a pair of glasses. So you're looking at the cost of a TV, on top of another TV to get the glasses for everyone in the family. Plus you have to recharge them. These are plastic, lightweight, throwaway things. You can get them from your cinema. You take them home, you can end up with a rather large collection of 3D glasses for free. So for me, passive is better, but it doesn't display 3D in full HD. It's bog standard 420p. But with it being a good TV, I've not really noticed a huge difference in picture quality. The colours still stay vibrant and colourful and bright. You do have to tweak around the settings quite a bit with this one. It's got an intelligent sensor bar built into it, which if you have it activated, the colour and the brightness will adjust itself depending on the lighting in the room. So sometimes you can find the picture quality is a bit darker, so you have to kind of manually adjust the brightness to kind of so you can actually see the image a lot clearer there. I mean at the moment just like a standard setting, which is okay for me. The sound on it is very good as well. I've got it muted at the moment because I don't want it disturbing the video. But I only have this on set on number 8. The volume when it goes way up to 100. People are saying that the volume on these things aren't very good, but it's spot on for what I need. So again, it does suggest to sit about 2 meters away from the screen to get the best sort of angle for viewing and also to get the best out of the 3D. I don't quite have that length in my bedroom with everything else that's in it, but no problems so far. I've really enjoyed it. So that's my kind of little spiel on my 3D TV so far. I'm very pleased with it. It cost me £349 from eBay with £10 delivery, which I thought was a very good price. Dixon's are selling it for about £459. And other websites are selling it for more than that. So I think I did quite well. Picked up a good bargain and got something good out of it as well. So we're going to talk about some other things as well that I've gotten over the last sort of time since I last did a video. I've got some films and a game. I haven't really watched any of them yet, but I just want to let you know what I got and talk about it a wee bit if I can. First one is my PS3 game, and that is Twisted Metal. This is the limited edition which I got off eBay. It's not actually out in the UK yet because it got pushed back and delayed. I think it's due out sometime last quarter of March. So anywhere I think between the 16th and the 26th I think it is. I wanted to get the US version primarily because it was out and there's rumours that the UK version might be heavily cut, and I like my violence, so this is meant to be played I think as it originally is intended, which is why I bought this version. This one actually comes with a DLC code for Twisted Metal Black, which if people don't know was on the PS2. It's one of the longest running franchises on the PlayStation, with good reason. It's a very fun, enjoyable vehicular combat game. There's a basic storyline involving 3 characters. The main one here is Sweet Tooth, and there's 2 other characters you can play as. It's just pure, mindless, violent fun. really enjoying it so far. I haven't tried it online. The downside with obviously buying the US version is you do need a US PSN account to use the online pass and to also purchase the DLC for Twisted Metal Black. I don't know if it will affect the online side of things, if it'll just restrict me to online, the US servers, or if I'll be able to play with European servers as well. I haven't tried that yet. I've only been playing, I've actually played more Twisted Metal Black than I have of this. I've only played like the first level in this one. It gets kind of frustrating in parts. Certain weapons in the game kind of annoy me because it keeps flipping my car over and it really bugs the hell out of me. But I think perseverance and practice will pay off. But you know, it's a really good one to pick up, and I would suggest picking up this version, primarily for the fact you're getting 2 games the price of 1. But you know, if you want the proper incarnation of Twisted Metal, then this is the best one to pick up. And you know, it's quite easy to get a US PSN account set up as well for you. But, you know, if you do ever want to buy anything from the store, you'll need to buy the US voucher cards if you wish to buy anything, which is what I did. So yeah, definitely want to pick up and play and get it now rather than waiting for the UK version. The next ones I got are some films, and the first one is, this is The Woman in Black. This is the original version. Obviously there's a lot of talk at the moment about the remake, which has just recently come out, starring Harry Potter himself, Daniel Radcliffe. I'd rather would want to watch the first one before I see the remake, because then I got something to compare it against. I don't like watching the remakes of films unless I've seen the original one first. This is a ghost story, as the title suggests, about a woman in black. A solicitor has been called to deal with the estate of one of his clients who's passed away, and so he ends up going to the town where she lived, and she met with by prejudice from the locals, who believe that this mysterious woman in black, who they keep seeing around the place, has put a curse on their village. So basically he has to go to this woman's house to deal with the estate, and he keeps getting tormented by this woman in black. So you think he's going mad, so he's kind of battling against his insanity and also trying to find out the real reason behind this woman. It's based on a book by Susan Hill. You know, I've been after this one for quite a while. This isn't available on DVD, even though I've got a copy in my hand. I bought this off eBay for $4.99, which is quite cheap to get this on DVD, but it's a VHS transfer, and that someone's lovingly actually made the effort to copy onto DVD and also to kind of touch it up and make it look a bit better. Unfortunately, yeah, this arrived yesterday, but there's a problem with the disc. It plays fine, but when you actually load it up, it's only showing the credits, opening credits repeated over and over again. It's like the first seconds of the movie kind of repeats itself over and over again, so I'm not being able to actually watch the film. But I've contacted the seller, and he's rectified it and sending me out a new disc in the post, so hopefully that'll fix it, and then sort of come Tuesday, Wednesday I'll have a working copy and I'll be able to watch it and do a proper review of it. This came out I think about in the 1980s and was shown quite a lot around Christmas time on BBC, and then it kind of disappeared. And I've been wanting to track this one down for ages. You know, I had to look quite a while to find it for this cheap. Most places were selling it for like £20 plus, which I thought was very expensive, especially considering it's never been produced on DVD or outside anywhere in the UK. But definitely one to watch. You know, obviously the special effects and picture quality aren't be quite as good as the newer version, but you know, I'm intrigued by this one. I've wanted to see it for quite a long time. The other DVD I got is Red. This stars Bruce Willis, Morgan Freeman, John Malkovich, and Helen Mirren, and basically they're ex-CIA agents. They kind of past their prime, and I think, going by what it says on the back, Hit Squad are sent to kind of take them out, and I think they find out that it's actually the CIA that have kind of been told to kind of get rid of them, so they have to basically fight back. It's classed as an action comedy, but you know, it's got a good cast. It's still wrapped up because I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, because I've been trying out 3D TV too much. But looking forward to watching this one. I've been sort of seeing trailers and bits and pieces on this one since it's been launched. I meant to get around to getting it earlier, and I forgot. But my local supermarket has a whole bunch of kind of cheapish DVDs, which is where I've got some of these from for quite cheap. I think this is about $4.99. So again, I might watch this one over the weekend. Now I've got time. So next one is a kiddies film, but I really enjoyed the first one. And this is Cats and Dogs 2. It's called Revenge of Kit Galore. It's basically like James Bond, but with animals. The main sort of antagonist of the film, Kitty Galore, is basically trying to take over the world, and basically turn the world into a scratching post, but also take out cats and dogs at the same time. So whereas in the first movies it was kind of like a battle between cats and dogs, and the cats and the dogs have to work together in this one, like a secret agency, to take out Kitty Galore and stop her from taking over mankind. I haven't watched all of this one yet. I've only watched about half an hour, 40 minutes of it. I got tired last time it was on and I kind of fell asleep, so I never watched all of it. But I did like it. I really liked the first one. I thought it was a good comedy kids film, and this seems to be kind of along the same kind of vein. So yeah, if you do like these kind of fun kids films, it's a good one to watch. And this one I don't really know a lot about, but I do like the actors that are in it. This is The Change Up, and I think it's kind of like a Freaky Friday body swap, vice versa kind of film, starring Ryan Reynolds and Jason Bateman. I've seen quite a few of his films, and I've seen quite a few of Ryan Reynolds films, and I've always enjoyed the things that they're in. So again, I haven't watched this one, but I like kind of like body swap comedies. Not that there's that many of them, but yeah, still to watch. One other one I forgot. I talked about this one before in a previous video. It's one I got around my birthday time, but I watched this one beginning of the week. It's a Spanish thriller, obviously called Julia's Eyes, and I spoke about it before. These two sisters who are twins. One of them, they're both suffering from a degenerative eye disorder. Sorry, I just had dinner recently. I'm still digesting it. And one of them's gone completely blind, and she's basically had surgery to rectify that, but it's not worked. But something's been tormenting her in the house, and obviously she's blind, so she can't see what's going on. And she ends up getting hung. She hangs herself at the beginning of the film, one of the sisters, and the other one, the twin, suspects there's something wrong, and obviously finds out that her sister committed suicide. But the main character, which is the living sister, very confusing. She thinks there was more to it and there's foul play, so she kind of delves into her sister's past to find out what's going on. But in the meantime, she's also beginning to lose her sight because of all the stress, and she suspects that she wasn't suicidal, but she was murdered. So she's trying to track down who she believes might have been the murderer. Really good, tense in parts, quite creepy. The build-up kind of saw what was going to happen towards the end and who the bad guy was, but nonetheless, it was quite a good film. If you don't mind subtitled films, it's produced by Guillermo del Toro, who did Pan's Labyrinth, and the new one that's coming out soon, the Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, which I was hoping to get, but things didn't go my way, and the film ended up being a copy, but luckily I never got it sent out from eBay, but I got a refund. But that's out on Blu-ray and DVD, I think, soon as well. But it's a really good, tense film, very atmospheric. Just really enjoyed it. It was a really good film. Definitely one to pick up and watch if you like kind of these kind of suspense thriller films. The actress in this one, she's been in another one of his films, The Orphanage, which it states in the box, and that's another good film by his, Guillermo del Toro. But that's another one to check out as well. That's a lot more creepier, I think. Her son goes missing. I know I'm rambling on a wee bit. I'm kind of running out of things to say. That's kind of what I've gotten over the last few weeks. Again, the main thing was my TV, which I kind of try to talk about as best as I can. The whole 3D technology kind of thing kind of eludes me sometimes, and it's kind of difficult to kind of discuss, which is the better ones that were passive and active. But I'm happy with what I have. It did take a few weeks of research to try and find something that I wanted and reviewed. So I think I'll leave it at that. Again, always appreciate feedback and any comments. You know, and if you do like what you're listening to and seeing, you can always subscribe. You know, I'm not going to force you to. It's your choice at the end of the day. But you know, I'm enjoying doing these videos. You know, the more I kind of get into it, the easier it is for me to do. It's just always trying to find topics to talk about. I don't want to keep going on about my films and my games. So I mean, I'm open to suggestions. If you want me to discuss something or bring up a topic, then I'm quite happy to do that. So that's me for now. So thanks guys for listening, and girls. And I'll catch you later. Thanks very much.